outstanding on Wednesday night. But again, that late stunning rally from Birmingham forced extra time. Rowdies ultimately prevailed 6-4 to advance to the round of 16 in the U.S. Open Cup. And away we go on this Saturday night in St. Petersburg. Birmingham had a lot of success against Tampa Bay last season as the header goes over the head of Jordan Farr. And just 20 seconds in, a player down right in front of goal.
Well, good cross right into the mixer. And wasn't too far off. Just over the bar. It was Stefano Pinho. And the Brazilian paid the price. Looks like an inadvertent forearm or elbow to the eye or head.
Pinho in his first season with Birmingham, 2 goals and an assist so far. He had 13 goals for Indy 11 back in 2022. So a talented player up top who understands how to find the back of the net.
And like any Brazilian, he does just more than just score goals, drops back, creates, but here he is pulling off of his marker. Couldn't get over the ball, and his follow-through goes right into his own player, Jake Roof, who was following up at the back post.
That replay brought to you by Orlando Health Bayfront Hospital as we show you the injury report for both sides. Leo Fernandez still dealing with a calf strain, hopefully back in the next couple of weeks. Knee injuries limiting Zach Hervo and Zane Bub. And Freddie Kleeman trained on Friday. He was dealing with a hamstring injury for Birmingham. Matthew Corcoran, who had a great showing for the U.S. Under-17 team in the U17 World Cup, unlikely to return anytime soon with a knee injury.
Just want to go back to Corcoran. He is one heck of a player in midfield, an orchestrator type player, 17 years old. Birmingham Legion will be eager to get him back on another head injury. This time Arteaga.
Well, Arteaga rubbing the back of his head as he's able to get up under his own power. Ryan, how about the keys to the match? They're brought to you by Fair & Farah, Tampa personal injury lawyers, online at fairandfarah.com.
Well, we discussed at the beginning of the broadcast, better game management by the Rowdies players. Is it worth it to make that run and leave that space behind, or be conservative and not make the run? The players have to decide that. Birmingham Legion, look, they've leaked goals left, right and center in this USL Championship. They have to be a little bit more grittier defensively and become harder to score on in order to stay in matches and give the attacking players a chance to win the game.
Goals have been a problem for Birmingham this year. They've scored 8 total, but 2 of those have been own goals, so only 6 produced by this Birmingham offense. Dawson McCartney probing, looking for space. Out wide it goes, Pinho. Headed 3 times up in the air, and finally a whistle from Elton Garcia, the center referee tonight, and a foul committed by Diba Nwegbo.
Well, nothing wrong with a bicycle kick, but when you have defenders in the vicinity, that's one for the head, not the foot. Easy call for the referee.
Nwegbo, good story for Birmingham. He earned a spot on the team as a trialist last season. Now in his 2nd year with Birmingham Legion.
5 goals last season. Sydney started to put his name on the map for this team and give Coach Son something to think about in the starting lineup.
Lewis Hilton tracks it down and played out wide in the direction of Blake Bodley.
You know, when you talk Tampa Bay Rowdies in the last 5 seasons, they've played with wingbacks. Tonight, Nyongaberry and Bodley, so much on their shoulders in creating space for the midfielders like Hilton. And when Jennings and Arteaga drop back, to see Bodley collects and creates now.
Jennings on the run. Can't control it before it rolls over the touchline. It'll be a goal kick.
That's always going to be the first pass or the first look for the Rowdies. Get out wide and then get the ball back in. with Nyangaberi and Bodley. No matter who the wing-back is, it just seems to be the MO of this team over the last few seasons.
Matt Van Oekel back in goal tonight for Birmingham Legion. He sat out Wednesday's U.S. Open Cup match. 148th regular season match in the USL Championship for Van Oekel. Ton of experience, and a push in the back will give the Rowdies a free kick.
I think Van Oekel was there when Moses came down from the mountain with his slab and the 10 Commandments. I think he was there. It was not documented, but I think he was.
In addition to being the starting goalie, also the goalkeeper coach for Birmingham Legion FC. Made the decision to put himself back in the lineup tonight.
Young Delgado, 16 years of age, had a rough outing in the US Open Cup, but
Jennings looking to turn around Kativa. Martinez out wide as Birmingham controls. Wondered what we see from both of these teams after the thriller on Wednesday. 4-0 lead for the Rowdies. Birmingham, a stunning rally with 4 goals beyond the 80th minute before the Rowdies won in extra time, 6-4. A couple of goals from Arteaga in extra time.
Could we tip our hat to Birmingham Legion? You're down 4-0, 10 minutes to go, and you're still not out of it. Of course, Enzo Martinez, their heroic captain, gets them going with a goal out of nothing. And then the Rowdies just start to become very like Swiss cheese. Have a lot of space at the back, a lot of holes, and Birmingham took full advantage.
Van Oekel surveys. No shots yet as we're 7 minutes in. Rowdies sitting in 4th place in the Eastern Conference. Tampa Bay on 13 points, suffered their first loss in the last USL Championship match against Memphis. A forgettable 4-1 performance in which Forrest Lasso was red carded in the 11th minute. So the Rowdies played a man down for almost the entire match. Birmingham tied for 5th, sitting on 11 points. So it's early in the season, but certainly an opportunity for Birmingham. They would climb ahead of Tampa Bay in the standings if they're able to get a win tonight. That ball nearly went over touch. Jennings with 2 defenders back, unable to power it through.
You know, for the keys for the match, Austin, we talked about that defensive grit, and so far from Corniale, Kavita, everyone around them, they just seem to be a lot more aware. Dawson McCartney that time closing down on Carl Jennings. There's Perez picking up the free kick and a yellow card.
Fenwell Kavita was very upset with Elton Garcia, who got right into his face after that foul was whistled. An obvious call from behind on Pino, but Kavita felt like he had missed a foul against Tampa Bay a couple seconds earlier.
Now, I was having a discussion in the broadcast booth talking about Louis Sultan, one of the best set-piece specialists there is in the USL for the last 5 years. But he's lost a little bit of his delivery since coming back from that nagging injury in 2023. Can he get back that whip, that technique that he boasted for most of his career?
Perez to the right of Hilton for this free kick. The service from Hilton. Birmingham able to clear it away.
All right, when it comes to deliveries, that was a 10 out of 10. So good start for Louis Hilton. Excellent cross right into the danger area. Great defending by Birmingham. But I tell you what, if he can continue to have that consistency on his delivery on corner kicks and free kicks, it's going to be a long evening for Birmingham.
Hilton has started and played every match this season after that ankle injury a season ago. Kavita dealing with Jennings once again. And that time, Kavita gets the whistle from Elton Garcia. Select is the official match ball supplier of USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Racing toward the corner, Nwegbo unable to get there. Wondered what we'd see from this Rowdies back line. 4 goals allowed in back-to-back games. They'd only given up 4 goals 3 times in the last 7 years, and now it's happened in back-to-back matches, and no Forrest Lasso tonight, so some pressure on that group.
I do believe so, and you know, with Coach Robbie Nielsen wanting this team to push up so high, a lot of pressure goes on that centre-back unit, that back line, and they've been caught wanting in the defensive end. As this Rowdies team pushes up, play breaks down, and there's a lot of space behind that back line. Let's see if the back 3 and in the field can start becoming in unison defensively as the Rowdies team starts to push up with the ball.
Jennings too heavy a touch as Bodley tried to run up the far sideline. Birmingham got in some trouble on Wednesday when their back line tried to handle against Rowdy's pressure, and looking a little nervous here.
Well, this is exactly what Coach Robbie Nielsen wants. He wants to create an opportunity without the ball. The high press, an errant pass, when the midfielder gets the ball, 2 passes, they're in the box. That's part of the Nielsen MO for this Rowdies team.
Pass off target there from Munjoma.
I tell you what, Enzo Martinez just sold one to the referee as Lewis Hilton picked that pocket. And Hilton had 3 forwards to pick from. Here it is. Martinez turning, coming right in between his legs, poking the ball free with the wily veteran. Can't say enough about Enzo Martinez. Attacking midfielder, has now gone back to sort of a holding midfielder for Birmingham.
All-league second team a year ago. That ball bounces into the waiting arms of Jordan Farr.
And here's the great thing about him. As much as he creates and scores, his defensive effort, Enzo Martinez, is second to no one. Recoveries, tackles, duels. He's in the top 3 for Birmingham every year since he's come into this setup.
Giveaway by the Rowdies, Jake Roof, as Birmingham tries to flip the field. Kavita surveys as Jennings comes forward. Birmingham really not able to build anything out of the back.
But I do like the effort of attacking the wide spot, the wide area just behind Youngerberry and behind Bodley. That's where the soft spot is against this Rowdies outfit. When they play 3 at the back, you attack the space behind the wing backs. Have Munjoma and have Guillen be the ones to close down that space.
Way back to Farr by Doherty. Relax boldly in Tampa Bay. Claim your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com. Crisostomo. Guillen plays it forward for Arteaga. Kronyale well positioned. It'll be a throw in for Tampa Bay. Arteaga looking for a goal in his 5th consecutive match. Hilton just slides over that ball.
Tell you what, Arteaga's ball almost left the Rowdies wanting. Lewis Hilton just couldn't get there. This Birmingham team usually so good with a counter-attack.
Farr comes up and plays it well with Hernandez Foster running on.
Well, confidence is everything for a goalkeeper, and here's Birmingham just trying to slice and dice through the middle. Little 1-2 Hernandez and Jordan Farr. That's the reason the Rowdies went after him, to get that rock at the back. It breeds so much confidence into the back line when you can help your centre-backs out and command your box the way he just did.
99 regular season appearances for Jordan Farr. Next Saturday will be 100 for him. Mujeeb Murana carries it forward for Birmingham. He's building up their pressure. Arteaga forced Kavita to give it up to the goalkeeper, and now a throw in on the far side. Rowdies coming off their first loss in the USL Championship. 4-1 decision at Memphis. Love to get back on track and start to rise up the Eastern Conference standings. Right now the Rowdies 3 points behind Detroit City, 5 behind Louisville City, which is in 2nd place.
That shows some respect to Memphis as well. They've gathered 2 scalps, the Rowdies and Birmingham, over the last few weeks.
A whistle and a foul will go against the Rowdies, with Joshua Perez trying to run behind.
Don't look now, but Enzo Martinez scored on Wednesday, and he scored on Saturday versus Tulsa. Here's that free kick. You want this from your forward. You want that pressure on the defenders. Giving away free kicks like that is not a problem for the coach. It shows intensity. It shows drive, and that's what Perez is bringing. Replacing Charlie Dennis. We just talked about that. Charlie Dennis, a late scratch from the starting lineup. He was about to have his first start of the season.
Dennis suffered a thigh injury in the preseason. Not quite back to full fitness, but he brings a tremendous amount of quality to this team.
He does. Not only does he have the ability to go from box to box, in the attacking third, he's very much like a number 10. He can create chances for the players. And with 11 goals last season coming from midfield, that's how dangerous Charlie Dennis is, coming forward and playing deeper.
All-league first team a year ago. And Joma putting Pino on skates.
Of course, Leo Fernandez replacing that player is a thankless job, but Charlie Dennis came in and did a remarkable job being that attacking midfielder for the Rowdies last season.
Running on, and it will be a corner kick as Crisostomo went down in the box.
Now we talk about defensive grit. How about this? Tracking all the way back and a desperate tackle. Works to perfection. And that was Stefano Pino, if you're interested.
Once again, it'll be Hilton and Perez that line up the set piece, this time from the corner flag. Perez with a left-footed attempt and easily headed out. And a chance for Birmingham to potentially counter. Roof spinning away from Guillen, knocked free and recovered by Tampa Bay. Bodley surveys. Doherty with a lot of space. Gaberi carries it to the box. Tries to cross it in and earns another corner kick.
Excellent 1v1 defending by Dawson McCartney, showing Gaberi the line. And as soon as the Burundi midfielder took it, he closed down. Yes, he gave up the corner, but the defender stopped the cross, he stopped the service. That's what you want.
eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now.
Incredible game, eFootball. If you want to play for USL Championship, they have all the teams there.
Perez, a little bit better effort this time, rising up. Kroniale. Bodley keeping it in. His left-footed cross. Guillen. It's headed out. Guillen and Arteaga both went up and had a chance at it.
Well, this all starts with Blake Bodley. 2 assists on Wednesday evening. He is irreplaceable on that left wing back position. Here's the body fake. Stop, start. See you later. Good delivery. Aaron Guillen is hanging around from the corner that just happened about 30 seconds before. Just couldn't put his header on for him.
Bodley in his first season with the Rowdies in the USL Championship, a goal and 3 assists. You mentioned the 2 assists on Wednesday. A promising young player.
Talking about promising young players, look at this Rowdies bench. Christian Ortiz, Nick Scubis, Murray Folks, Nate Worth, the youngster just coming in. Before, the recipe will be the Rowdies having veteran players to come off the bench and provide some experience and pizzazz. Now they're investing in youth players to bring that energy to deliver what Coach Robbie Nielsen wants from his players for the entire 90 minutes.
Nathan Worth, 17 years old, acquired yesterday from FC Tulsa, and Robbie Nielsen talked about it being a priority to get more young American talent into the team.
And that fits perfectly for exactly what he wants. The energy for 90 minutes, the MO for Robbie Nielsen. And to sort of let the community get involved, connect with the players, with local players in and around Florida. Get them on the bench, get them on the team.
Kavita has not looked comfortable against the pressure applied by the Rowdies. Jennings unable to control that one. Kroniale sends it way up the field. And that is going to bounce over for a goal kick.
There's Birmingham again, trying to find that soft spot behind Bodley, trying to attack that space. But so far, so good for the Rowdies. The pressure has been there on the ball, where the passes aren't as accurate. Defenders have been tracking back, picking up the space. So Birmingham at this point can't capitalize on that space behind Gaberi and Bodley.
Doherty splits defenders. And Hilton backs it out. Birmingham opting not to start Tyler Pasher tonight. Scored 2 goals on Wednesday. His 19 chances created, tied for 4th most in the USL Championship. Perhaps trying to hold some of their talented forwards for a game winner or a game tying goal the last 15-20 minutes.
I think you're exactly right. I mean, these are professional players. Yes, they played 120 minutes, but you have 2 days in between to get a lot of rest. And I think Coach Sohn is such a savvy coach. He's going to have these talented players to come on if the game is still in the balance in the last 20 minutes. to come on for the 3 sparks and have them.
Martinez giving chase. Farr comes up to get it. As you get a look at some of the youngsters on the Rowdies bench. Jennings giving chase. Kronyale is there. Back toward Van Oekel. And a scramble a bit to come forward. Didn't want to take any chances.
I want to just touch on Cal Jennings. We talk about his goals all the time. He's constantly moving, making runs behind the defense, around the sides, the corners. But Cal Jennings is also one of those players that can come, collect the ball, turn on the defender, and start to run at people. I want to know when Cal Jennings will start to change that sort of approach to this game and come deeper to try and get a hold of the ball and create something on his own.
Jennings 3 goals against this Birmingham team on Wednesday night. Rowdies advanced to the round of 16 in the U.S. Open Cup. Jennings nearly timed that perfectly. Again, Van Oekel has no choice but to just boot it as far as he can.
Well, you get another bit of evidence of this Rowdies press, how committed they are when teams have the ball in their own defensive third.
Nyanga-Berry. Back to Doherty. Doherty's had a lot of space, but Birmingham really trying to pressure Guillen when the ball gets to his feet.
And that's kind of weird because Aaron Guillen, usually top 5 passer in this league for the last 3 or 4 seasons. He is one of the catalysts in getting the ball out of the back for the Rowdies. And I think they're trying to close him down quickly so he does not break lines with his passing like this.
In the direction of Perez. Another throw in for the Rowdies. Starting to build up possession in the way that Robbie Nielsen wants, with his center backs on the offensive side of the field. But a giveaway there.
You said it, Austin. He wants those center backs right up at the half line, dominating the ball.
Here's Arteaga, finds Jennings right side. Jennings with a left-footed shot, not much power on it, and Van Oekel easily swallows it up.
Well, a quick counter press. Lewis Hilton gets the ball to Cal Jennings' feet. Excellent defending by Kavita. There's Arteaga, just 2 passes, they're into the box. Kavita did a great job just smothering that shot.
Another giveaway by Birmingham. Rowdies right back in the offensive end.
Talking about possession, Rowdies right now 55% possession to Birmingham region 45.
Doherty got a little bit more aggressive offensively that time. There's Nyanga-Berry. His cross is in close. Arteaga couldn't make clean contact.
Kronyale, Kronyale, Kronyale. So many times you talk about forwards and finishing and getting goals. What about this for a defensive effort? Nyanga-Berry gets on the other side of Dawson, and there he is, a sliding block to get in the way of Arteaga. That would have been goal number 1 for the night. A little bit of a difference between this Birmingham team compared to the Birmingham team on Wednesday defensively.
Playing better in the first half, a big priority for Birmingham. They've been outscored 5-0 first half of the last 2 games. There's the left-footed cross, headed out. Bodily couldn't make good contact. Grand Central Brewhouse is a 2-story brewery, tap room, and beer garden located in the heart of the Grand Central District. The brewery features traditional lagers and ales poured directly from European-style serving tanks, resulting in fresher beer. Nyanga-Berry, Jennings! Off the post! Retrieved by Arteaga. There's Bodily deflected and over the crossbar.
Well, Cal Jennings, he doesn't miss much. And it's all those little deflections from the defenders that are getting in the way of the Rowdies right now. There's a deflection, 1, hits the post. It bounces right back up. Well, just on the far side of that post. That's how close it was for 1-0. And then another deflection to give up the corner. That's the defensive grip we're talking about from this Birmingham team as compared to Wednesday night.
Crisostomo and Perez engaged right in front of Van Oekel. Garcia, the referee, talking to both players before Hilton serves it in. 31st minute, good build-up from the Rowdies. Hilton's cross headed away. Comes right back to Hilton, can't keep it in. But able to depossess Hernandez Foster. That's going to be a Rowdies throw-in. Enzo Martinez can't believe it. He was working quickly to try to throw it in for Birmingham.
We talk about Enzo being so savvy as a player, understanding that he wants to give his team that chance to get behind the ball, picks up the ball, throws it into play. Even though it is a Rowdies throw, but it allows Birmingham to get back in defensively.
Hilton surrounded by 3 defenders, finds Perez. Little flick to Hilton. And we'll get a whistle, and a yellow card is going to be shown. Bodily is down. Mujeeb Murana was defending.
And it's the second yellow card for Birmingham in their back line. Kavita, now Murana. But that's the sort of commitment they come in with tonight. Blake Bodily so good, whether flicking on passes or turning on defenders. That was a late challenge. But this left-sided player is one of the best in the business. Have to believe that Lewis Hilton, being the righty, is going to deliver this ball right by the penalty spot, inviting Van Oekel into the play. And can Aaron Guillen and company get in front of Van Oekel and get a touch on the ball? That's the question.
It is Lasso just beyond the penalty spot. Arteaga coming over, so is Neon Gaberi. A missed touch. An opportunity wasted for the Rowdies.
Well, even the man from Burundi makes mistakes sometimes. She's trying to push it past Kavita to square it across the goal.
Been an interesting soccer journey for Pacific Neon Gaberi. As Ryan mentioned, born in Burundi, small African nation. Grew up in Australia, had a steady rise in his pro career and played in the Canadian Premier League last year before arriving in Tampa Bay.
It gives a whole new meaning to journeyman, right? We hear players talk about, oh, well, he played in LA and he got switched to Cleveland. How about going from Burundi to Australia to Canada, okay? And now here in Florida.
Yeah, in the United States, we think it's a big deal if players switch time zones.
Yeah, exactly.
In the world soccer stage, players are switching continents.
Yeah, exactly, and hemispheres.
Well, these teams combined for 10 goals on Wednesday night. So far, we are 0-0 in the 35th minute. Manjoma sends it forward for Neon Gaberi. Good ball, his cross in. Played away by Kavita, and another corner for Tampa Bay.
Consistently asking the questions on the edges. Neon Gaberi, Bodily, or Cal Jennings pulling out wide, trying to find that spot just on the sides of the centre-back. Neon Gaberi again being aggressive, getting that ball into the mixer quickly. Great recovery by Birmingham. But I tell you what, the goals expected stat is slowly rising for the Rowdies as the ball is being played in dangerous areas in the Birmingham Legion half.
Perez turning in, headed out to the top, and a shot just wide from Bodily. That came right to his left foot.
Well, in a perfect scenario, you'll punch the ball right back where it came from the sides. This time it went right to Blake Bordeley. Got his laces on it, but just couldn't keep it down. Here it is. Van Oekel getting there. Excellent job, but there is that spot for Bordeley. He saw that top corner open, just couldn't find it.
Mark your calendars. On Wednesday, May 29th, Monterey Bay FC takes on Eastern Conference leading Charleston Battery. Match at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. Battery undefeated through 10 games. What a phenomenal start for a squad that is already starting to put some space between themselves and everyone else in the Eastern Conference. Roof tried a little flick and couldn't keep it in play. This is an important stretch of the season for the Rowdies. Week from tonight, they'll play FC Tulsa at home. This is the first of 5 consecutive matches. Jennings gets grabbed from behind, and there's a yellow card. Easy decision there. Miguel Perez doing whatever he could to prevent Cal Jennings from racing up the field.
Well, we wanted to know when would Cal Jennings drop deep and start to turn on his defender and start taking players on. Well, he did just that. And now Hernandez goes into the books. And the tackling midfielder will have to think twice next time.
Pino and Nuegbo with a 2-man wall in front of Hilton and Perez. Hilton off the head of Neon Gaberi. He's been productive on this right side. Back to Hilton, grabbed from behind, but a foul whistled against the Rowdies. That's on Neon Gaberi.
Enzo Martinez covers every blade of grass every 90 minutes. Gets in front of Neon Gaberi. He reads, he sticks his leg out, and then wins the free kick and gets his team out of trouble. Now they get to reset, get everybody back, get their shape back.
Seen several corners from the Rowdies. Good build-up here in the late stages of the first half, but nothing to show for it so far. And this is a Birmingham club that had great success against Tampa Bay last year. You think about the series a year ago, the Rowdies lost all 3 matches, didn't score a goal in any of those 3 matches. 2-0 and 1-0 in the regular season, and then that 3-0 defeat on October 21st in the first round of the playoffs. Neon Gaberi got the hands up high. Pino went down, and the whistle comes.
Tell you what, young Gaberi has to look out just a bit. These aren't yellow card fouls, but understand this: repeat infringements in the game does warrant a yellow card. So if he continues to have these little ticky-tacky fouls, the referee has every right to brandish the yellow card. And that includes offsides as well, Austin. If you're a forward and you keep stopping the game by running offside.
Good low effort there from Hernandez Foster. Well high of the goal, no harm done. Thompson had a great pro career. He was just a pro soccer player at the wrong time. There was a 12-year gap between when the NASL shut down and MLS started, and that was the height of his pro career. So he came into MLS at the tail end of his career, was injured, not nearly as productive as he would have been if the league existed a decade ago.
And then you have this incredible platform, the USL. It has now gone from leaps and bounds.
Perez fields it in, and the shot well high. Miscommunication between Arteaga and Crisostomo.
Well, that was Crisostomo's responsibility, and he knows it. Arteaga had to come back to get the ball. This was in Crisostomo's stride. That was on him to finish. Great delivery by Perez. Picks out two rowdies. And Crisostomo looks to the heavens. Just going back to Coach Son, in fact, before the Wednesday match, there was a thrilling encounter. This Birmingham team hasn't lost in 5 occasions to the Rowdies before that. Just incredible to come down into our land or be up in Birmingham against a quality team like the Rowdies and have such a great record in the last 2 seasons.
There was 3 straight wins here, and this has been a house of horrors for just about every team in the USL Championship. But Birmingham has somehow found a way to be successful here in St. Pete. Farah & Farah, Tampa personal injury lawyers. They are online at farahandfarah.com. Roof in behind.
And I'm going to say something that's going to really bother Birmingham fans. Juan Agudelo, who played on the left side for Birmingham last season, and then you have Kasim Prosper on the right-hand side, really gave the Rowdies fits. We talk about that soft spot behind Youngerberry and behind Bodley. That's an area of the pitch you want to attack. And with those 2 wide players of Prosper and Agudelo, just a season ago, 2 seasons ago, really put Birmingham in a great... It was a matchup nightmare for the Rowdies, basically. And I think they lost a little bit of that over the last season, or this season, to be frank. And, I mean, it could come back. Bo is a heck of a young talent.
Kasim, in his 6th season with the club, had 9 goals in 2022, dipped to just 2 a year ago. But in the team and available tonight. Approaching the 45th minute. Rowdies have had a fair amount of set pieces, but unable to capitalize. Jennings goes down at the feet of Kavita. No whistle. Doherty, not enough pace on that pass. Allows Birmingham to gain possession.
Spritely done by Dawson McCartney, getting out of pressure.
Here's Arteaga. Played forward for Jennings. One-on-one with Kavita. And a great recovery by Fanuel Kavita.
Well, I tell you what, everybody was holding their breath, including Coach Son, when Carl Jennings turned on Kavita. And he left that leg out just to trail in case Carl Jennings cut and not cut sharp enough. And it worked out perfect for the big defender.
Perez has it taken away by Hernandez Foster. Hasn't always looked pretty from Kavita here in the first half, but his defense has been effective. Late whistle there, much to the chagrin of Enzo Martinez, who seemingly has not been happy with pretty much anything Elton Garcia has done in this first half.
He's a grisly South American, Enzo Martinez.
2 minutes of added time. Here's Martinez with space. Everyone retreating for Tampa Bay. Perez, Hernandez, Foster. Here's Roof. McCartney. Back to Hernandez, Foster. Chipped it in. Good buildup from Birmingham. That seemed like a bit of a waste.
And Hernandez had this incredible second goal for Birmingham on Wednesday night with his left foot. Expected a lot better delivery with his left foot in that situation. There was no one around. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, Austin, from that long night on Wednesday. We just reached the 46th minute in this match tonight. You can understand some players having some errors because of fatigue.
Hilton couldn't get to that ball. Doherty. Hilton perhaps trying to build up one final attack for the Rowdies. A whistle from Garcia. If that ball caught Perez in the stomach, or interesting decision to stop play. Teams on the field, ready to go here as we start the final 45 minutes on what is truly a fantastic night for soccer here in St. Petersburg. It has been brutally hot this week in Florida. It feels like summer has already arrived in mid-May, but milder temperatures today and a terrific environment for these fans to enjoy soccer on this Saturday night in the USL. Rowdies have it first as we start the second 45. Arteaga goes up along with Murana. And Birmingham able to secure possession, although that was pretty wildly kicked out of play by Van Oekel.
Birmingham, don't kill me. I'm a big Van Oekel fan, but if there's one fault to his game, is that he's not very good with his feet. And every time the pressure comes and the ball recycles back to Van Oekel, the ball inevitably ends up back with the Rowdies as he kicks it out of play.
Player not being very good with his feet is a harsh criticism for a soccer player.
Not so bad if you're a goalkeeper.
Sent in, knocked away by Hernandez Foster.
You can actually start seeing things like their defensive goalkeepers like Van Oekel, whose ability to be a shot stopper and bring balls out of the air with crosses and so on is incredible. Let's say a 9 out of 10. But with his feet, let's say an attacking sort of goalkeeper or a distributor, and he's hovering around the 2 and 3 range.
Perez has taken all the corners from that right side toward the back post. Ian was tracking that way. Croniale has it go off his head. A throw in for the Rowdies. Neither team has used a substitution yet. That bounces harmlessly to Van Oekel. Much to the delight of Ryan Davis, he opts to use his arms to put it in play rather than his feet. Touched forward and an opportunity for Birmingham. Here's Murana. Hesitating on Dien. He goes down and there's a whistle. Dien can't believe it. He is convinced Murana took a dive, but Elton Garcia doesn't see it that way.
Well, with it back to the referee, it's always going to be a very tough call. Murana turns back and 2 hands onto Murana. He feels that contact, goes over. And let the evidence show that Aaron Guillen did put 2 hands on him. Now, this is the thing. Birmingham has not been able to create any chances so far in the game. A set piece now gives them an opportunity to bring the centre-backs up. Croniale, Kavita, 2 huge figures coming into the box now. Big targets for Perez and Hernandez. And Kavita's standing at the last post, looking to head one back across the goal. Lewis Hilton, who's about a foot shorter, is on him.
It'll be Perez. It's going to be headed over the touchline for a Birmingham throw-in.
You have your defenders and your centre-backs up, and the delivery by Perez will give Son an ulcer after they'd seen that sort of free kick by the youngster. Unforgivable.
Perez on season-long loan from MLS side St. Louis City SC. No goals, no assists so far for the youngster. That one played hard off the body of McCartney for a Rowdy's throw-in. Feels like a bit of an incomplete if I'm giving a grade to the Rowdy's defense. We wondered what it would look like without Forrest Lasso out there, and they haven't given up any goals so far, but they also haven't been tested very much.
Correct. It's all been about their forwards and their midfielders pressing so high and making things uncomfortable for Birmingham. Birmingham are very much a finesse team with Enzo Martinez in the middle, usually Kazim Prosper and Wade Bolt on the left. They haven't been able to create anything.
Here's Nwegbo. Plays it out wide. This is Murana.
Question is, how long will Tyler Pasha sit on the bench? If this scoreline stays the same within the next 20 minutes or so, I have to believe the Canadian will be up and about.
And how will Robbie Nielsen elect to use the substitutes at his disposal, given the long match between these sides on Wednesday? Offside flag is up. Rowdy's defense catches Nwegbo.
I mean, they have Damian Rivera on the bench. He scored the first goal for the Rowdies on Wednesday. He can come in for Arteaga and provide that extra spark.
Neon Gaberi showing some pace. Got tripped up. Roof trying to weave his way forward, got knocked down, and there's a foul. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. This is Martinez. Hilton back there defending. Murana surveys. Kicks it right toward Jordan Farr. Easily passes that test. Rowdy's looking to counter. Arteaga unable to control it. But the pressure earns it back for Tampa Bay. Bodley for Hilton. Perez turns wide. This is Jennings carrying it forward. At the edge of the box, Jennings turns inside. A defender arrives. Jennings with a shot. It ping-pongs around between two Birmingham defenders. And a foul will get the Legion out of trouble.
Well, Carl Jennings turning on the defender, that confidence, that burst of speed. But again, they crowd him out. Excellent sort of team defending by this Legion team.
Birmingham had been outscored 5-0 in the first half of the last two games. But they don't concede a goal in the first 45 minutes tonight.
You know, we talk about Tyler Pasha, how brilliant he is. But can we even say that part of the defensive spark is because of someone like Hernandez is in there in front of Pasha, being more aggressive defensively?
Roof gives it back. That header will bounce over the goal line and wide.
If you are the Rowdies now, this is an important sequence. Birmingham, for the first 5 minutes of the second half, have been getting themselves back in the match, and the Rowdies have been very untidy with possession.
Perez battling with Murana. Arteaga plays it out wide. Here's Neon Gaberi. He showed some great things on the right side in the first half. Jennings turns. Some contact on him. Jennings serves it in toward Arteaga. Bodily on the backside. And that can't get through the legs of Murana. It'll be a Rowdies throw it.
That turn by Cal Jennings was delicious. Turn on his defender. The defender actually pulled his shirt in the 18-yard box. Cal Jennings decides to stay on his feet. And you want to tip your hat to him. Look at this turn. Leaves Kavita in the dust, pulling, yanking. Jennings stays on his feet. You have to commend him for that. But boy, if he went down there, it's a free kick right on the 18-yard box.
Think about the difference in thought process between Jennings and Enzo Martinez. Will go down at any kind of contact. Bodily trying to serve it into that back post. Neon Gaberi retrieves for the Rowdies. He sends a left foot toward the back post. Bodily can't run to it.
Blake Bodley's cross just a second ago. You cannot blink. Put it right into that area of uncertainty between the defender and the goalkeeper. Cal Jennings just couldn't get on the end of it, but boy, his deliveries are special from the left-hand side. He should get like a pizza commercial on his back, Bodley, for his delivery.
I like that. Errant goal kick. Arteaga has it poked away. Perez goes back to Van Oekel.
All right, Birmingham, let the evidence show that Van Oekel has kicked the ball out of play yet again. As the balls went back to him, he completely spliced it like Austin Leon's golf drive.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I'm a smother hook off the tee, unfortunately. Which in that case would have been better for Birmingham than what Van Oekel did. I will say, I gave you, I teased you a little bit for that comment, but so far it's looking like you were dead on.
So, I think so. He's proven you right. We'll put it that way. Uh-oh.
Van Oekel again.
He gets it right.
So he kicked with his right foot that time. Maybe that's just got to be the plan going forward for him.
If soccer could only be that easy. Can I kick on my right foot, please, everyone?
Neon Gaberi weaving his way forward.
Now, this is what I'm concerned with. Elton Garcia stopped the play in the end of the first half as the ball hit the player's hip. And he had to stop play for medical attention. Neon Gaberi gets clattered to the ground by not one, but two Birmingham players. There's one, that's the first foul. Here's the second, and no foul call. All we ask is consistency. That's all players ask for as they go forward.
It's 2 free throws and a block in an NBA playoff game, I can tell you that. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Plus, you can hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. It's all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Punched forward, Jennings running on with Croniale defending. Out to Roof. Arteaga's there for the Rowdies. Van Oekel sends it down the field. The end with good defending. Which team will break through? We're in the 58th minute, no score.
Tell you what, this juncture, the expected goals count is 1 for the Rowdies, 0.17 for Birmingham. Despite Birmingham coming back into the second half, having a little bit more of the ball, they just can't seem to create the chances that they're so used to. Gaberi again tangling.
reaching at his right heel as Elton Garcia is over to check on him. Kind of gets stuck in the turf as he goes down at right foot.
Looks like I stepped on Youngerberry as he was passing in. Dawson McCartney. Inadvertent, but not any less painful.
I mentioned that this is an important match for both of these sides. Tampa Bay in the midst of playing 5 straight at home. They played Memphis on the road last week. They won't go on the road again until June 1st when they head to the West Coast against Sacramento. So as you think about them trying to climb the table in the Eastern Conference, you've got to have success here at Al Lang Stadium.
Absolutely. I think even though a fantastic win by Robbie Nielsen and this Tampa Bay Rowdy team on Wednesday, the league is still first and foremost. And at home at Al Lang, you want, like you said, you want to gather as many points as you can before you go on that road trip. And having a good second half performance will create momentum for the next 2 matches in Al Lang in the coming weeks.
And those 2 home matches that they have that are in the league after tonight, FC Tulsa 7th in the West, Las Vegas on May 25th is 9th in the West. So you're going up against teams that are right on the playoff fringes. So opportunities to get some wins, to get 3 points and a result here at home. Conversely, Birmingham, after tonight, they play Charleston on Wednesday, top team in the league, and then the Sacramento Republic, which is the top team in the Western Conference. So things are about to get very difficult for Birmingham.
And here's McCartney coming right in, just shoulder to shoulder against Cristosimo, as fair as you can ever want in football. Excellent tackle, good defending, and again, that's that grit we talked about in the keys to the match for Birmingham. And they are exercising that grit right now.
No room for Neon Gaberi. We're going to get our first substitution of the game. Birmingham is going to bring on Moses Mensah. And that'll be all for Dawson McCartney. Good night for McCartney.
Yeah, put in a shift, as you would say. Very workmanlike.
Preston Tabor Itaka also comes on for Birmingham Legion.
What Mensah gives this Birmingham team is that natural left footer on that left-hand side to whip balls in and to overload.
Crisostomo, good defending. Rowdies with a giveaway. Guillen sticks his foot in there. Martinez knocked down by Guillen, who gives chase, and Birmingham will retreat. We had a sense these teams weren't going to be able to repeat the fireworks we saw here on Wednesday when they combined for 10 goals. That thrilling rally by Birmingham to send it to extra time. The Rowdies eventually prevailing 6-4.
I don't think the coaches would ever allow that again, or somebody's going to get fired with all those goals being conceded. So I think both teams sort of buckled their straps and took care of things defensively.
Bodley heads it forward. Arteaga finds Hilton. Hilton up the field, Bodley. Murana giving chase. Bodley's cross gets past Jennings. And Mensah has it for Birmingham.
Well, we've got to look at Lewis Hilton at his best with his ball recovery, and with one pass put Bodley in behind the defense. Bodley's cross was not the best. And we get a glimpse of Lewis Hilton, who's had a fantastic game. His set pieces tonight were on point. His defending, his positioning, and of course his passing.
Right on cue, Hilton's got it again. Crisostomo retrieves. Nyangaberi, little give and go with Perez. Crisostomo will send it in. Arteaga couldn't flick it on frame.
Well, there's almost something out of nothing. Crisostomo had some time, just whipped it in. Like you said, Arteaga just couldn't direct it to that last post for somebody running in.
Relax boldly in Tampa Bay. Claim your next adventure at visittampabay.com. See that header from Arteaga just wide. '66th minute. Neither team has been able to break through here at Al Lang Stadium.
Just to give people an idea, the possession 55-45 still, but the corner count 6 corners to nothing for the Rowdies.
That 55-45 number, though, to me almost feels like it's an asterisk, because how much of Birmingham's possession has been productive. They've had the ball a lot, but really not in the attacking third.
Correct. I mean, it's not sort of productive possession. It's just been getting the ball out of your defensive third into your middle third. And that's where things seem to kind of fall apart for Birmingham. Haven't been able to create many opportunities for shots, and it's been their problem the entire season.
We're going to get 3 subs for Tampa Bay. Damian Rivera is going to come on. Nathan Worth is going to make his Rowdies debut. The 17-year-old who was acquired yesterday from FC Tulsa, played in 4 matches this season. Robbie Nielsen excited about the talent of this youngster, and he gets a chance to put it on display 1 day after being acquired.
But I'll tell you why. Teams in Europe are queuing up to bring him in, and he has that sort of quality in the middle of the park. And no better place than to come to the Rowdies to build on that.
Nick Moon is the 3rd Tampa Bay sub. So Robbie Nielsen makes his first changes of the night. 3 fresh faces out there for Tampa Bay. Moon allows a player to get behind him. Martinez delivers for Birmingham. So few opportunities, but Birmingham made the most of that one. And Enzo Martinez puts the Legion into the lead.
Well, they exploit the spot behind Nyangaberi in that area, just behind the centre-back. Nyangaberi nowhere in the picture. And the youngster who just came on couldn't keep up. And Enzo Martinez is not going to miss from there. Tucks it into the corner.
Enzo Martinez with his 3rd goal of the season. He scored here on Wednesday. He's got more than 50 in his USL Championship career, and that one puts his team in front in the 68th minute.
Nick Moon hasn't had much playing time this season. Comes on to try and get some valuable minutes. Just could not keep up. And Enzo Martinez, just like he did on Wednesday night, gets the opening goal for Birmingham.
Third appearance of the year for Moon. Trying to make up for it and get the Rowdies level. Here's Worth. And it's a Rowdies corner.
Well, he's busy, he's energetic, he's excellent without the ball. Worth gets into attacking positions. Now, can Lewis Hilton pick out Aaron Guillen? Carl Jennings maybe in their post. Guillen is going to go to the last.
Murana went up and headed it out. Birmingham looking to break out. That goes over the touchline. Tabordi Taka unable to get there.
Fresh legs of Murana. Almost had a counter-attack. Just couldn't keep it in play. I like the moves by Coach Nielsen, though. This young, energetic group between Moon, Worth, Rivera. Rivera is that special talent on loan. He can create 1v1 and finish on that left-hand side.
Rivera on loan from MLS side, New England Revolution. And here he is. Bodley went down, complaining, looking for a call. Doherty's pass, not quite enough pace. Rowdies keep possession with a throw in. Sent in, headed out. Back to the feet of Hilton. Crisostomo trying to make something happen. Able to flick it to Rivera. Rivera's left-footed shot knocked down by Cronule.
Love the body language by Nyanga, taking players on, trying to make something happen. Rivera had bodily on the left-hand side, wide open, went for the shot.
And here is Tyler Pasher set to come on for Birmingham. 2 goals here on Wednesday night. He'll replace Stefano Pino.
The defensive effort by Pino may not be as good in the last third of the field. It is tracked all the way back to help out his midfield and defender. Tyler Pasher, the skillful Canadian, is going to try to use that space when the Rowdies push up to then create a counter-attack.
Once again, Doherty given a lot of space when he has possession.
Well, right now, Birmingham are managing the game. They're up 1-0 on the road with 20 minutes to go. Every Birmingham player is in their own half at the moment.
Bodley couldn't get much on that cross. Working hard to recover possession, though, and he does. Took it away from Perez. Hilton on the ground, scrambling to save it, is Van Oekel. Grand Central Brewhouse is a 2-story brewery, tap room, and beer garden located in the heart of the Grand Central District. The brewery features traditional lagers and ales poured directly from European-style serving tanks, resulting in fresher beer. Enzo Martinez, the lone goal in the game so far. It came in the 68th minute. And there have not been many opportunities for Birmingham. They've made the most of that one.
Austin, let's go back to the statistics you talked about with Tom Sean and this Birmingham team in the last 2 years. You talked about 5 unbeaten. How many of those were wins? 3 in Alang?
3 in Alang, yep.
Now, if you divide the US Open Cup, that's a separate tournament. This is the USL Championship. We're going right back to that same success that they've had in Alang in the USL Championship.
They think back to last year, won all 3 matches against the Rowdies. 2 of them were here. Tampa Bay didn't score a goal in any of the 3 meetings between these teams last year, including that 3-0 win for Birmingham in the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. That was a crushing defeat. Tampa Bay, second best team in the East throughout the regular season. Birmingham was 7th. But Birmingham came here and played perfectly. Won 3-0. And here in a USL championship match, up 1-0 and a chance to leap the Rowdies in the standings.
I'll tell you what, if Birmingham can find their scoring shoes, their conversion rates have been 9%. They are in the lower third in goals scored in USL Championship because of their inability to score in and around the 18-yard box. The Rowdies, on the other hand, 20%, and they are second in scoring in the USL Championship. If Birmingham can find their scoring shoes, this season can change.
Rivera in behind a defender, and he earns a corner kick. And Birmingham among the league leaders in pass completion rate. The issue has been in front of the goal.
Yeah, and it's still the hardest thing to do in this game, scoring goals. But players like Pino, like Pasha, and of course Enzo Martinez have to deliver the goods.
Hilton steadies himself. Delivers a good ball. Headed out to the top of the 18-yard box. Rivera with one touch. Guillen trying to get it back in. He says that hit off the hand of a Birmingham player. Doherty also very upset. Guillen continuing his complaining to the official on the far side as the Rowdies get another corner.
Here's that again. Crossed by Guillen, and the hand of Kavita extended. He goes down to sort of take away the attention of the handball. And Kavita sticking out the forearm. The hand is not against the body, it's away from the body. It hits the elbow. And that, my friends, is what we call a penalty kick.
Well, once again, the result is good for Kavita. Even if it should have been a penalty awarded. They're going to send Kavita off for this corner kick.
Well, Kavita did go down after the ball struck him, so he has to come off the field.
So Birmingham down a man for this corner. Tampa Bay going to play short, and they're going to throw in.
Now, Austin, tell me something. The tallest defender, Kavita, is off the field, and you decide to go short with the corner kick.
It was surprising. Nian Gaberi weaving his way in. And we're going to get a free kick from just outside the penalty area. They're going to get a foul on Martinez. Worth was behind it. Hilton moving him around. How does Hilton elect to play this?
Have to give the ball a little bit of air. Jordan Doherty's hovering around the last post. Is Nick Moon going to make a run there as well?
Hilton on the ground. Jennings trying to come through and bang it home, and it's a goal kick.
Love the difference in ideas. Went short to Cal Jennings. The forward just couldn't get his laces on it. And at the moment, Rowdies don't have any sort of attacking rhythm. Birmingham scrapping, scraping, trying to protect this 1-0 lead. Absolute respect and understanding of what the game is about. Just managing the game at the moment. But the Rowdies have to get a little bit closer with Cal Jennings, Cristostomo, build something through the middle, understanding that the MO is to go out wide, but you can't change it up and come through the middle. Especially with skillful players like Rivera as well. And once you draw the players in, then you can go out wide to Bodley and Nyangaberi.
Bodley making a run against Murana. No one on the back post for Tampa Bay. Nyangaberi, does he have any space? Jennings is there. Kavita defending. And it's a goal kick. Mark your calendars on Wednesday, May 29th. Monterey Bay FC takes on Eastern Conference leading Charleston at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's on the CBS Sports Network. Things opened up for the Rowdies in the first half when they got wide to Nyangaberi, to Bodley. Things much more congested here in the second half. Birmingham's really mucking it up.
And I think that's important. That is a very important part of the game. If you're up a goal on the road, make things hard for the home team who has the crowd on their back. They're playing on their home turf, which is familiar. There's another yellow card.
Aaron Dean refusing to get any closer to Elton Garcia.
Looks like that was given because of what was said after the whistle was blown.
So Guillen shown a yellow. Kavita and Murana yellow cards earlier in the match for Birmingham.
What an opportunity this is for Birmingham to get that second. Look for Kavita. He's in between Guillen and Rivera.
Hernandez for Croniale. And that's going to be ruled a corner kick.
Tell you what, Enzo Martinez and Tyler Pasha, two skillful players, know exactly what this game needs once Birmingham has possession.
Pasha 2 goals Wednesday night against the Rowdies, came on as a substitute here tonight. Toward Croniale. And a header that was on target, but not much power behind it. Rowdies looking to counter. Jennings tracks it down. 2 defenders there for Birmingham. Jennings to his right foot, and it's kicked away, and it'll be a corner kick. Perez getting back late. Birmingham sprinting to try to ensure that Jennings couldn't equalize.
Well, Carl Jennings looked up, didn't see any green shirts up with him, so he decides to take on some players. There's the look up. Cuts inside. Excellent defending again. Looks like it was Perez trailing.
Can Hilton serve up some magic? We'll have another chance. Toward the back post, a good ball, but no one there.
And everyone got the memo to run to the first post, but Lewis Hilton got left out in the email chain. Delivers this one to the back post.
Birmingham Legion looking for a huge road win as we play here in the 83rd minute. A reminder that Hooters is the original wing joint.
That's it.
The original wing joint. All you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Doherty heads it forward. Jennings unable to control. That's sent out wide for Pasher, who will watch it roll over the sideline. Well, Birmingham had some late magic here on Wednesday. 4 goals beyond the 80th minute. So it would be naive to think that this one is done and dusted with only 1 goal on the board, given the history between these teams.
You know, with Cal Jennings carrying so much of the load up top for the Rowdies. Arteaga, he had an injured ankle on Wednesday, of course started tonight. You don't see much depth in the centre forward position after those two. Leo Fernandez isn't a centre forward, he's a creative midfielder, and he's not available. You have Rivera, who's not a centre forward. He likes to drift out wide and create from there. It seems to get very thin after Arteaga and Jennings in that centre forward position.
Well, injuries have been an issue for the Rowdies all season long. The first few games of the year, Tampa Bay wasn't able to completely fill out a team sheet because of all the guys that were down. You mentioned Fernandez, Zach Hervo, and Zane Bubb, both unavailable tonight, along with Freddie Kleeman. We thought we'd see Charlie Dennis.
Huge loss tonight for Charlie Dennis. Excellent player coming forward and getting goals.
Here's Prosper Kasim coming on for Birmingham. It's a guy you were excited to see at the start of the night.
Absolutely. He can drift out wide again when Birmingham do in back possession and hold up the ball and create some space for other players to see out this game.
Moses Mensah taking it toward the middle. How much do either of these teams have left in the tank after 120 minutes on Wednesday night?
Don't ask Blake Bodley that question. He seems to see the first 5 minutes of the match. He just continues to run up and along this left-hand side like a machine.
On the ground and over the goal line, so another corner for Tampa Bay. No shortage of opportunities on set pieces, but again, the Rowdies don't have 6'5" Fortis Lasso out there.
Huge target for Lewis Hilton, Fortis Lasso, Aaron Guillen, and even Jordan Doherty now have to pick up the pieces.
Guillen close to it. Nyangaberi gets it to his right foot. Worth looking out wide.
Didn't pan out there, but I just love Nyangaberi's body language. He just wants to create something. He always wants to ask the question in the last third, taking players on, being shifty with his body weight, and making defenders unsettled.
One of the things that Robbie Nielsen said when he took the job was that work rate was the most important thing to him, and there is no questioning the work rate of Pacific Nyangaberi.
Bodley on the other side as well. Crisostomo so good with off the ball. He wants pace, he wants speed with the ball now.
Moon turning inside, nothing there. Bodley, he has been a wizard with his left foot on crosses. Rivera turns it to the inside, whizzes past the head of Jennings.
For the Rowdies, I understand you want to go out wide, but with players like Rivera and Jennings who are so good with the ball at their feet, it's okay now to get the ball to their feet, even if they don't turn. Give them a touch in every sequence going forward. Whether they turn or they don't, it will ask the question of the defense on what to do.
88th minute, no indication of how much added time there will be yet. With the Rowdies looking for an equalizer to at least get a result. Birmingham moving closer to getting all three.
What a moment for them after that loss on Wednesday, conceding 6 goals. A huge comeback tie against Tulsa on Saturday.
Pasher defending Moon, trying to use his size and strength. Here's Nyangaberi, watched closely. Worth unable to turn, taken away by Pasher. Pasher with those fresh legs, lost the handle. Worth takes it back. Nyangaberi toward Jennings. Kavita's there. Jennings gets it to his feet. And that'll be a corner.
Well, like we just said, get the ball to either Jennings or Rivera's feet. Let them decide. Let them turn on the defender and create for someone else. This time he wins a corner, Cal Jennings.
Hilton. Moon was waiting for it, thought he might have a chance, but it did not get through. Bodley has it rolled back toward the halfway line. Big left foot for Rivera, who can't save it.
Inventive ball by Bodley. Just can't find Rivera on that long delivery. A little too soon for the Rowdies to get that desperate. Gonna have some stoppage time.
Van Okel obviously in no hurry. The fourth official is showing 5 minutes of added time. Birmingham scored twice in stoppage time here on Wednesday. They're in a different role tonight, trying to hold off a Rowdies comeback. Pasher running on, and the flag is up, offside. Pasher does his best to try to get the ball away from far. He's going to be shown a yellow card for that. No, Garcia telling Jordan Farr, I'm keeping time. You don't have to rush. Again, all the way up the field in the direction of Jennings. Pronyale there, quick throw in from Bodley. Jennings has it to his feet. Here's Worth in heavy traffic. Rivera knocked down. No whistle. It's a play on. Rowdies can't believe it. Guillen. Crisostomo gets it back from Worth. Rivera just at the edge of the box. Birmingham escapes for the moment. Nyangaberi wins it back. Birmingham has a player down. Moon, can he get there? No. Rolls over the goal line. Birmingham dodges one there. That could have been an opportunity for the Rowdies.
Well, there's Rivera, quick feet. Goes over, but no contact from Martinez. Excellent no call by Elton Garcia.
I would have liked to have seen Martinez's reaction if the roles were reversed there.
Elton Garcia will be under assault. You would have to call the United Nations for assistance.
Bodley all the way back defensively. Yale with the header. Hilton has a little bit of space. Here's Rivera running on. Rivera turns to his right foot. Help arrives for Birmingham. Crisostomo chips it in. The header by Corniale. Fresh legs of Tabor Itaka.
Offside.
And offside.
Tell you what though, with the last few sequences when the ball has gotten to Kyle Jennings or Rivera's feet, something has happened. The fans have gotten off their seats where the Rowdies look dangerous. And you hope that continues going forward.
Here's Jennings with it at his feet again. Worth goes down. Jennings with two defenders around him. Had nowhere to go once Worth lost his feet. Rivera, Bodily. There's the cross to the back post. Crisostomo trying to keep it in. Rivera has his shot attempt knocked down. Rowdy's trying frantically to keep possession and get one on frame. Here's Crisostomo. Out wide, Bodily. So good tonight with his left foot. That cross finds nearly the back of the net. It's a corner kick. What an opportunity again created by Bodily.
Desperate defending by Birmingham. That grit we talked about, but they've delivered tonight defensively. Bodily had a fantastic delivery. Nyanga buried the back post. Excellent defending. Looks like it was Mensah.
I'm not sure Mensah saw him coming on.
No.
He just stuck his leg out. Is this it for Tampa Bay?
Last chance saloon.
Hilton. The ball is good. It's headed toward the back post. Rivera sends it in. Birmingham survives. And there's the final whistle. What an effort tonight from Birmingham Legion FC. They allow 6 goals in the